Are you really the last person to find out about this skip ads forever button? This is Pi, and if it sounds familiar to you, it's probably because you've seen their ads everywhere.
Alrighty. Let's go ahead and switch over. That is so huge. Why is that so big? There we go. Alright. There we go. How is everyone doing today? I know the title of the stream kind of doesn't make a lot of sense for some people, but I just recently watched the Genshin 5.4 special program, and I have to say I'm not really impressed. And it could just be personal related things, but the new character Mizuki, I don't know. She doesn't really, there's nothing about her that makes me like, I really want to pull that character. And she's going to be going to standard anyway, so we can easily just pull her then. We don't have to wait, which, oh, I have been up since 7 this morning, I believe. I had to force myself to fall asleep, which was really fun to try to get my body to do because I'm so used to waking up at like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Not fun at all. I'm trying to figure out why my lighting is not working though. It should, but it's not for some reason. Curious if it's the Bluetooth problem. Okay, well, the lamp is working. No, not quite. Okay, so the lamp is working, but why isn't... I don't know. For some weird reason, my lights for, like, the ones that are way up there, not the lamp, for some weird reason, it's not working. Oh. I don't know why I pressed. Well, I got it to work. There we go. Also, just noticed that my key light is very, very dark. Let's change that. Yeah, I mean, that works. It's not really the brightness I wanted, but it works. Actually, I think I would prefer a little bit darker, honestly. Down on like 1 or so. Maybe 2. Yeah. It just on camera looks a lot better. But hopefully everyone is having a good afternoon or morning if you are over on the West Coast instead of the East Coast. And the goal of this stream is to get Mizuki's story quest out of the way. I'm not really sure if I'm excited for it or not. I kind of saw a little bit of it during the special program, but I don't know. The character overall just doesn't amaze me. So, and it could just be a personal thing where it's like I see her and it's like, okay. But a lot of people are like, this is gonna be a filler patch. Aisan is supposed to be coming 5.5, and apparently Aisan is gonna be, or Isan. Isan? I don't remember how to say her name, but apparently she's gonna be a 4-star instead of a 5-star. I was a bit disappointed with the last patch because we had there we go. We had Lantern Right, and I mean, I would have streamed it, but it wasn't. The ending was really good. My biggest issue was the fact that there weren't really a lot of characters talking. There was like 2 characters out of, I think, 17, I believe, that were talking, and that was Baiju and Lanyan and Shengling. And that was it. Those are all the characters that were available to talk to in Lantern Right. And I honestly think a good part of games is the character voice lines, and when they kind of take those away, it takes away from what could be like a really cool moment. And there was one part that really pissed me off. I know SZ can agree with this. It was I guess say it in a way so that like people who haven't done it, I mean, it's kind of past the point where you can do it, but and it's probably all over the internet, so I'm just gonna come out and say it. But there was a point where Hu Tao was stuck in the afterlife and the traveler went in and rescued her. However, the traveler did not, it showed that they were talking down below, but in English, there was no voice lines, like, at all. And as somebody who enjoys those type of games with, like, the voice lines, hearing the characters actually talk, I was majorly disappointed with Lantern Ride this year. But there is a chance that 5.4 has the characters talking. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. We're going to get the story quest out of the way. Get some of this newer stuff out of the way. The anthology chapters, which is like meeting the characters. And we're also going to go ahead. I don't believe currently right now that I'm going to be pulling on any banners. So even though Farina, yes, I know Tranquility of sorry guys. I know, I can't think of what her weapon's called. Give me a second. Equipment down to 5 stars. The Splendor of Tranquil Waters, I believe, is the name of her weapon. Somebody let me know in chat. That would be very, very helpful. I believe it's called Splendor of Tranquil Waters, but I can't exactly remember. But we're going to get Mizuki's story quest out of the way. Anthology chapters. We're going to try out Mizuki. And then probably after that, I'm going to switch over to Destiny 2 and play the Lightfall campaign. That is the goal. I have no clue if the goal will be met, but let's get in and just start, because the sooner I start, the sooner I can be done with Genshin, and then I can switch over to something that I actually would enjoy playing. Alright. Let's go ahead and move this over here. We'll silence the music right now. Turn back on Genshin. There we go. There we go. All right. So there's a couple of new features actually in Genshin that I am a big fan of. One of the biggest ones being this. Hold on. There we go. So yeah, there's a new feature in Genshin where you can filter characters based on element type, which perfect. Is so annoying trying to find a character throughout this long list of characters that I have. Like, I have almost every single 4-star in the game. I think I actually do. Hold on. Yeah, I have every 4-star. Okay. As much as I would like to get Risley, I don't really see a need for him. It's mostly because of the fact that I already have Ayaka. So there's not a need to have Risley. However, that said, this character, Mizuki, I don't want. If I could choose any of the characters currently on this list, I am so annoyed at the fact of how long Chronicled Wish was, because I got 5-star. However, I did not get the 5-star that I wanted to get. I got Ganyu instead, which I guess is not technically that bad. Shenhe probably will come back around eventually. It's just gonna be a matter of time. It's gonna be a long time before she does. Maybe the next Lantern Rite. Who knows? The only character I don't have from Natlin is Shalonen. And it's rumored that she's going to be getting another rerun soon anyway, so that's going to work pretty well. I don't really even need to select this because I don't plan on pulling on this at all. We're going to go ahead and start... If I get the... If I get the story quest out of the way now, then I won't have to worry about it later. Yeah. Let's go ahead, because the Mikawa Festival is not, I think it'd be till phase... no. Wait. Mikawa Festival will be... Mikawa Festival event duration. The 17th it starts. Okay. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and get Mizuki's... Actually, you know what? Before I do anything with her story quest, I want to get her trial run out of the way. I'm also noticing down on my other screen that looks as though she's not centered. Is she? Kinda. I drag that over a bit. That'll actually work a little bit better. There we go. Alright. I don't understand her kit, really.
Turn that frown upside down. Bad dreams be gone.
Okay.
Not too far now. Tell me what you see.
Sweet dreams.
Oh.
Cast your worries to the wind. Oh, my mistake.
She does heal herself.
He's free. Time to say hello.
Turn that frown upside down.
She's doing decent-ish damage, I guess. I mean, she's a healer, and she also can take in other characters' attacks and use them as buffs. But other than that, I don't... If I'm being truly honest, I don't see her as a good character. Yeah. I'm not gonna pull her, that's for sure. And Siege Wing is... Even though... Okay, so I know a lot of people are probably gonna hate this, but even though Siege Wing is a really cute character, I don't like her playstyle. The only good part of Siege Wing is this. Like, her ultimate is the only good part of her kit. Yeah. This, I think, might have to be one of the worst Phase 1 banners ever. I mean, if I was to suggest anything to anyone, I'd highly recommend just using this banner to build your pity.
No rest for the wicked.
Because it has Xiangling, Goru, and I can't remember who all three of the 4 stars are, but I know a lot of people probably already have a C6 of these 4 stars, so I just recommend building your pity using this banner. The 5 stars, except for Siege Wing's ultimate, are not worth it at all. Yeah, so Goru, Sayu, and Xiangling are the 4 stars. Honestly, in terms of a character, I wouldn't say she's shit, but I would not recommend pulling her. They really dropped the ball on this filler patch. I think one of the coolest filler patches that I've ever played was, because it didn't have to do technically with, like, the ending. 5, no, not 5, 4, either 4.5 or 4.6, because Arlecchino got introduced, and it had one of the coolest story quests that I've ever played. Let's go ahead and get the Goru one out of the way. Now, Goru, I don't mind, and it's mostly because he's, I think he's a off-field support. I'll have to look, but I'm pretty sure that Goru is an off-field support. He can also buff characters as well, so that helps quite a bit.
Your life is mine.
It'll be interesting to see when the Spiral Abyss resets what the new enemies are going to be like, because apparently they're just changing floor 11 and floor 12. So it'll be interesting to see what they do for that. Sayu is just overall great because of the fact that she can heal. She kind of, in a way, I almost think of Sayu as like the Bennett of Inazuma, because Bennett does the whole ground pound thing where it's like that creates his healing rift, and then with Sayu, she kind of does something similar. I also just love using this attack. And another really good thing with Sayu is the fact that she can infuse other elements into her role, which is super duper nice.
I'm about to pass out. Cool it. You're toast.
If I did not have a C6 Sayu already, I probably would be pulling on the banner to try to get that, but Goru, Sayu and Shungling are, I believe, all the way up. If not C6, I believe Shungling is very, very close to it. So, level 2 with that. Okay. We'll have to wait till the Spiral Abyss resets in order to do the Battle Pass achievement for that. But I'm pretty sure that if I go with my Animo characters, Sayu is at level 6. Goru is at level 6. And Shungling is... Where is she? See, okay. She's at C5. Which... She sometimes appears on the Star Glitter, so... Realistically, I don't really need to pull her. And she tends to appear on the... She tends to appear on the Character Wish quite frequently, so... Alright. Now that that's out of the way. But overall, I don't think Mizuki is worth pulling. Like, at all. So let's go ahead and... Now, I'm not sure how long Mizuki's questline is. Let's see. Mizuki story. 2 hours and 12 minutes. Okay. So that's not terrible. I remember... I think the last story quest that was available was actually longer than that. It was... Whose story quest was available? Hold on a second. Story quest. It was... If we go this way... It was either... I'm trying to remember in what... Emily's, I think, was the last one that I did. Yeah. No. Cloran's. Yeah, Cloran's was the last one that I did. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and start her story quest.
Oh, we haven't been in a while? Inazuma!
That's not true. I go there almost all the time. Alright, let's go ahead and start this.
Remember when we chased that Tanuki down this way? Good times. Huh? What's that? Paimon doesn't think they look anything like that. Oh, maybe there's a new kind of yokai in town. Is it trying to get us to follow it?
What? Okay, that's gotta be one of the weirdest starts to a story quest that I've seen. But let's follow this little yokai, I guess. Where are you going, Mr. Yokai? Okay.
What's that girl doing over there? She doesn't look well. Let's go check on her. Oh, what just happened? All we did was lock eyes with her for a split second, then... Wait, where did all these people come from? And what are they here for?
Yeah, did she straight up teleport us somewhere?
True. Oh, and there's that girl. She's still here. Maybe she knows what happened.
If I leave now, will I have enough time?
How many times do I have to explain?
There's no going back if I report him, but still.
Anxiety over a lack of creative inspiration. Well, inspiration tends to give anxious minds a wide berth, so I hope our treatment will help you relax.
Thank you.
I am so very confused.
Remorse for the misdeeds of the past, and despair over the sorry state of the present. I can help you face your troubles with a more positive mindset, but you'll need to work through things in your own time too.
Many thanks.
Next, please.
What's wrong with her?
I'm fine. Next, please. Delicious!
Whoa, that was unexpected.
Huh? What do we have here? Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Sorry for what? We have no idea what's going on here, let alone what you're sorry for. Would you mind bringing us up to speed?
Oh, it looks like you've entered my dream by mistake. Let me wake you up, then I'll explain everything.
Dream? When did that... Whoa!
So, is Mizuki like a dream walker, or...
Hi. Feeling more awake now? I never expected the Traveler to literally come to me in a dream.
So, okay,
Oh, someone I know talks about you all the time. Plus, I'm pretty good at profiling people based on their reputation.
So, who are you?
Right, of course. It's our first time meeting each other, so I should introduce myself properly. My name is Yume Mizuki, or just Mizuki for short. I'm a Yumekui Baku, which is a kind of yokai here in Inazuma.
Yumekui Baku?
I'm not even gonna try to pronounce her first name.
Hey, it's that little critter from before!
Okay, then.
That's what we look like in our original form. I'm guessing that's the one that led you into my dream earlier? Baku feast on the bad dreams of human beings, but we need to be in a dream of our own to digest them. The place where you met me earlier was where I go to digest bad dreams. I must have swallowed one too many bad dreams, because they were causing me some digestive trouble. It's actually a good thing you showed up when you did. Call it a happy accident, I guess. Thanks to your help, I'm now able to digest all these dreams properly.
Yeah, we thought you looked a little uncomfortable. That's
Huh.
why we came over. We didn't know what it was. We just thought maybe you could use some help. And Paimon really hates bad
So-
dreams, so Paimon's even more happy to help knowing that you can eat them.
Thank you, but I
Mizuki
still owe you an apology.
is a yokai that eats bad dreams. Hold on. Hold on a second. What was it? She said, you make Kiki yo. Much better. Alright, so according to, hold on, let me see if I can pull this up here. Yeah, there we go. So it says Yumeki, or not Yumeki, I guess. Is that what that says? Yumeki, I guess that's how you would say it, is a yokai or supernatural being that devours nightmares in Japanese folklore and in games like Omayoji. The Baku, or Dream Eater, is a Japanese yokai that devours nightmares. I don't... And apparently this is what it looks like. Huh. So we have... How many different yokais in Genshin now? Kirara is one. Mizuki, Yaimiko. I think that's it as far as I know. I don't know of any more. But it's labeled, so the Yumekui is labeled as a dream developer. Or devourer. Nightmare Inspector. Yumekui Kenbun is a shoujo... Oh, okay, so that's not... Huh. Okay. That is interesting. So she can perceive that somebody's gonna have a nightmare and devour that dream, so they only have good dreams. So, okay.
While you were inside my dream, I ate one of your dreams. But it wasn't a bad one. It was a nice one. I've eaten so many bad dreams today that I just scarfed it down without noticing.
So Yumekui Baku can eat good dreams too,
Yumekui Baku.
Still,
Okay.
is that really such a big deal?
Of course it is. Dreams are some of the most precious things a person can have. And I just went and gobbled it down. It's the unwritten rule of my kind. Never eat someone else's good dreams without permission. I can't believe I was so careless.
Huh.
But don't you feel horribly depressed? Isn't your mind suddenly flooded with distressing memories? Huh. Remarkable. I've never heard of someone remaining so mentally stable.
Well, I mean,
after having a good dream of theirs devoured.
the traveler's gone through quite a bit.
Too many good dreams to count.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe. But I still owe you something for your trouble. Ah, here, take this.
It's a VIP pass for the Isa bathhouse.
Okay. All right. Pause. Time out. That clearly says Asia. Or no, wait. Oh my god, when I saw that I read it as Asia. Asia. The Asia bathhouse. That makes so much more sense because Asia is A-S-I-A. Not A-I-S-A. Okay.
Staffed by clinical psychologists and offering spa and fine dining services, We invite you to bring us your troubles and leave refreshed and renewed.
That's where I work. You'll find the address on there too. This invitation letter entitles you to enjoy our highest tier service, free of charge. Oh, and speaking of work, I'd better get back before I'm missed. I hope to see you as customers soon.
So
she's a Yume Baku that eats bad dreams and a clinical psychologist too?
yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my head around that one. Like, I get the whole Yume Baku thing, but she's also a psychologist that can help people. Man, that's quite the profession sort of linked together.
Paimon's never considered therapy before. Then again, Paimon never really gets that stressed out. Oh, except when she's trying to decide what to eat. Speaking of eating, that bathhouse place does fine dining, and we have a VIP pass. That means we can eat as much as we
For
want,
any
right?
new viewers,
This is
that's
the opportunity of a
Paimon for
lifetime.
you.
We can't let it go to waste.
That is Paimon. All right, Dream Eater's Melancholia, Some of the names of these story quests, like the chapters of them, are so hard to pronounce. This must be a new building. Fortunately, I can't really check to see if it was there before and we couldn't access it. Because, unfortunately, I don't think I have any footage from that. Come on, traveler. There we go. Go up this way. Okay, that definitely was not available before.
Isa bathhouse. Well, based on the letter, this should be the place. It looks familiar. We've walked past here several times before, right? Just never got inside.
Because we haven't been able to.
Are you here to visit the Isa bathhouse?
Whoa! Oh, where did you come from?
Oh, sorry. Forgive me, I didn't mean to intrude. We've been struggling to attract customers recently, so I got a little overexcited when I heard you discussing my bathhouse.
Your bathhouse? So you run the place, huh? And business isn't going so great, you say?
Oops. Please forget I said that. It just slipped out. Now, do you have an appointment?
We have a VIP pass. Can we use it now?
What? I've told them before, a promotional gimmick isn't gonna magically fix our business. Who issued this thing? Wait, is that Miss Yume Mizuki's signature? I'm so sorry. I had no idea you were invited here by Miss Yume Mizuki. Please, feel free to redeem your VIP pass now if you'd like. Just give your names at reception.
He's
Sounds
the
like she has
owner.
a lot of clout. But aren't you supposed to be the boss?
I am, yes, but Miss Yume Mizuki's a major shareholder. The business never would have gotten off the ground without her investment.
What?
Gotcha.
Oh, it's no cause for alarm, though. She's a very responsible person. In addition to being a shareholder, she's also personally involved in our day-to-day business.
That would
She
make
only
sense.
returned to Inazuma recently. Otherwise, I'm sure you'd have heard of her by now. She's a highly renowned clinical psychologist. Please, head on in.
She only just... Oh.
Is there anything in the world that will satisfy my taste buds?
That might explain why during the special program they said that she was good companions with Mulani. I did not realize that she had just returned to Inazuma. So that might explain why, because when I first saw that, I was like, how would she know who Mulani is? And then I was like, okay, the childhood friends with Yaemiko, I get, and the partnership with Kokomi, I get as well, because Inazuma, but I was like, how would Mulani tie into that? And then he just said that she just returned to Inazuma, so could be she was stationed out in Natlan, maybe? Wouldn't be surprised. Her outfit kind of looks similar. But
An indoor hot spring? Oh, Paimon's gotta give that a try.
Hello, I'll be right with you.
are you okay? Oh my.
Oh, sorry, I'm so clumsy sometimes. But don't worry about me. Putting customers in a bad mood is the last thing I want. I promise I'll provide an excellent service. Please don't leave.
How many times do I have to tell you? You breaking a few plates isn't the reason we've been losing business. Stop apologizing for yourself all the time. All it does is make you look like an easy target.
It's all good. We're not out to target anyone. You didn't hurt yourself, did you?
Nope, don't worry. As long as it didn't ruin your experience, that's all that matters. Now, well, looks like you'll be my first customers today, so...
Okay,
so,
her voice makes
according to our
sense.
standards of service, I need to,
Why is she so panicky?
I don't.
Actually, we're...
Shion, let me see to these two. They're my guests.
Ah, there she is! Baku Lady is back.
Baku lady.
So
Alright.
Mizuki invited you here? As VIPs? Does this mean you're gonna save the bathhouse?
She means you must be very wealthy. Not everyone can afford our VIP service after all. But a couple of customers with cash to splash doesn't solve anything in the long run. You should focus on what to do about our new competitor.
Okay,
Aww,
that
Murasaki.
voice does
Was that
not
you
match
showing
that
some concern
character
for our business? I'm
at all.
touched.
I don't know.
Did not.
Since you're so eager to find solutions, you can work on our most pressing task, bringing our accounts up to date. With your smarts, I'm sure you'll fly through it.
Subtext being you can't give it to Shion because she's a moron and she'd screw it up?
She's so mean.
Shion, I'll take things from here. What I'd like you to do is head to the kitchen and prepare some of your very best snacks for our VIPs.
Will do! That's my specialty!
Okay, so Shion's voice
Sorry
works.
to keep you waiting.
I don't
have
know
to keep our
why
staff
they
calm
chose
to
that
ensure
voice
you
for
have the best experience.
what was her name?
The panicky
Murasaki,
little
something
girl
like that.
Is Hyakujitsu Haku Shion, and the lazy lady is
Murasaki.
Shiba Murasaki. They're both
Murasaki.
Baku, just like me.
Wait, so the older-looking one is actually younger, and the younger-looking one is older?
That's right. How we choose to appear is just a matter of personal preference. It's more reflective of our personality than our age.
Oh, okay, so that kind of explains why she does not sound like she should. Okay.
Anyway, enough about them. Back
That's
to you
true.
two. Per the terms of the VIP pass, You're entitled to free use of all our services. So the spa, the fine dining, and psychological consultancy. I would recommend starting with the psychological consultancy. Between me and you, one of the steps involves getting your bad dreams eaten. Since I ate one of the traveler's good dreams by accident, this seemed like the best way to make amends.
Ooh, we get to have our bad dreams eaten by a Yume Baku? That sounds fun! Oh, that's a good point. You've been having some difficulties recently, right? It wouldn't feel right to get all this free service while you're struggling. Is there anything we can do to help out?
I take it you overheard Mr. Aikawa complaining about our current situation.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cause you concern. Mr. Aikawa is a smart businessman, but he tends to worry too much about short-term profits and lose sight of the big picture. Our financial situation is nowhere near as dire as you're imagining. And in any case, passing our business woes on to our customers is hardly the solution.
That's fair.
Please enjoy the services we have to offer. Once you've experienced our hospitality for yourselves, I'm quite sure your confidence in our future prospects will be restored.
Can't argue with that. Let's get started.
Of course. The only thing is, psychological consultancy is a one-on-one service that takes quite a long time. But I can't just make one of you wait around while the other one is in therapy. So, perhaps I can treat the traveler while Shion treats Paimon? Would that work?
Yeah.
Fine by Paimon. But, is she up for it?
She'll be fine. I noticed how gentle and encouraging you were towards her earlier. You're the perfect client for her.
Oh,
Secondly, Shion's therapeutic approach is a little different from mine. It often involves food, so she might
course
be
it
a
does.
better fit for you.
food therapy? Oh, that sounds perfect.
I thought so.
All right then, please follow me. Don't get me wrong, Paimon is genuinely better suited to Shion. But in all honesty, yes, I had my own reasons for wanting to treat you myself. Your
Oh, really?
psychology
Please
is
do
so
tell.
unique. I just had to investigate further to satisfy my own curiosity.
That's a bit
Please,
narcissistic.
come with me.
But, alright. Let's... Okay, so that's the front. I gotta figure out... Okay. Alright, so it's not as big as I thought it was gonna be.
Before we begin, please take a seat on this chair.
Why? What if I don't want to? How about that? I'll tell you guys, after having this chair for like almost 7 years now, the cushioning in it has started to go. And it's like, if I sit in it for long periods of time, it immediately starts making my legs go numb. Alright, what are you gonna do here, Mizuki? I see tea. Okay.
There's a theory which suggests that we bury our most powerful emotions deep within our dreams. That's the territory I would like to explore.
Okay. She just...
Before I start,
Wait.
I'm going to ask you a few questions. I want you to nod your head for yes and shake your head for no. All
Got
right?
it. That's so interactive. I love that.
Very good. Now, I'm going to plant a few thoughts in your subconscious.
What do you
But
mean
it's
by
nothing
that?
to get nervous about. Just a way to improve your sleep quality, so the treatment will be more effective.
Okay. I don't know what.
This is an incense from Sumeru that soothes the mind. The fragrance is said to be the scent of dreams.
Huh. Okay.
Now, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and concentrate on the scent. The next step requires some visual preparation, so don't open your eyes until I say so.
Got it.
Oh, where did it go? I need to have a stern talk with Murasaki. How hard is it to just put things back where they came from? This needs another dab here.
I wanna open my eyes, but at the same time, I'm afraid she's gonna see.
That's better.
Okay. She's gonna.
I said no peeping. I'm still not ready yet.
How did she know? That's very interesting.
Hey, don't run off now, darlings. Come here.
Darlings, now I'm curious. Maybe just a sneaky.
For goodness sake, your butt's showing. All right. Shh. Let me do that for you.
She's like, no, keep your eyes shut. The traveler is way too
I can see
curious.
that you don't like being kept waiting. Go on, open your eyes. Everything's ready.
Yeah, seriously.
Take a good look at this painting. There are some very special little darlings hidden within it, and I'd like you to find them.
Yeah, I can kind of see one that keeps poking his little ears out. There.
Do you see her? Isn't she just adorable?
There. And then you also want me to look for... Should be one more. Oh, I
Now
gotta
you just
hold
need to
it.
find the others.
Gotcha. And then that one as well. There you go.
She's a Baku as well. Whenever someone starts dozing off, she's there waiting for their dream to begin.
They're so weird
Your
looking.
journey into dreamland began as you were looking for them. Feeling sleepy? Now I want you to take my hand.
Okay. Oh, you actually... Okay. Okay.
Very good. Now close your eyes again for me. I want you to completely relax and focus your attention.
Her voice is
on
very
the feeling
soothing.
Of my palm touching yours. Notice how all other sensations in your body are slowly fading away.
Yeah.
Now, imagine you're not holding my hand, but your favorite things in all of the world. You run your hand through the sakura blossoms, gently falling through the air. Then through a squirrel's fur. Then you grab a fistful of sand on the beach. You are once again in the wilderness, running with the wind at your back. But slowly, your palm loses sensation.
So...
You lose your way and find yourself surrounded by darkness. You can't
Okay.
see anything. but you hear someone calling you. And now, a light is shining from the same direction as their voice.
Okay, we're loading. Whoa. Where are we? This is...
Traveler, come over here.
Okay.
Longing caused by separation. It tastes so bitter. Please don't stop moving. Despair caused by failure. Icy cold on the lips. Please, keep going. Regret caused by missed opportunity. A sharp aftertaste. Please don't look back.
Is she... What? What the heck?
Go to where the sakura petals fall. Go to where the squirrels play. Go to where you can hear the sound of
This
the
is
waves.
weird. It was like some Dreamwalker shit. This is weird. Like,
That is where I am.
okay. Teleporting again.
Holding my hand tight, those lost sensations come back to you. The feeling of running your hand through falling sakura blossoms, or through a squirrel's fur, or of grabbing a fistful of sand on the beach. And as you return from the wilderness, you gradually recover your other senses as well. We've reached the end of today's session. Don't get up yet, though. You were just in a very deep sleep, so you're probably still feeling a little groggy. I've switched to a different incense that'll help get rid of your drowsiness.
I was not aware that that existed, but okay.
How you getting along, Traveler?
How are you feeling after your session, Paimon?
Kinda fresher and more relaxed. It feels cozy somehow.
Good. That's exactly how you should feel after having a nightmare eaten. It sounds like the session was quite effective.
Oh, for sure. Paimon especially liked how she used the sense of taste to help guide the process. But
Yeah.
Paimon was asleep for most of it, so she's not really sure how it all works. Did the Yumikui Baku just like sneak into your brain and gulp down your bad dreams in one go?
It's quite a bit more complicated than that. It deals with people's most visceral emotions, which have to be handled with the utmost care and attention.
So,
That sounds super mysterious.
okay.
Sorry, that probably made no sense at all. Anyway, don't worry about the details. For your purposes, Paimon, just think of it as Shion gulped your dreams away. How are you feeling, Traveler?
Just as Paimon described.
Really? I still think there's more work to be done.
What do you mean?
You have quite a reputation for resilience and positivity, so I expected to find very few negative emotions in you at all. But when I was deep in your subconscious earlier, the sheer weight of the emotions hidden there was overwhelming.
Yeah, well, there's some things, Mizuki, that you don't know about what we've done. Just thinking about all the, like, Archon quests and everything that we've done. All of the heavy burden stuff. Oh my god. It's crazy. The biggest one, and I feel like the one that Mizuki is probably talking about, is to do with the Traveler's Twin. Would not be surprised if that's what she's talking about. I'm gonna get a little bit more comfortable in my ear. Yeah. There we go. I mean, it doesn't hold as well, but it's fine.
Well, even if you've buried those feelings deep enough to hide them from yourself, you can't hide them from a trained psychologist. But that's not what concerns me the most. Despite all your negative emotions, I couldn't find a single bad dream. So I just gave your mood a boost for now.
Okay.
Huh. Well, maybe she's just an eternal optimist at heart.
Optimist or not, everyone has bad dreams. Maybe they're just hidden even deeper in your mind. You're a unique case, as I suspected.
But she said she feels cozy, just like Paimon. So whatever you did, the treatment worked.
True, but as a clinician, I would have hoped to reach a better understanding of my patient.
Sounds like you want to keep researching me. Yeah.
Fine by me. As long as you can put up with a daily nap while holding my hand. Anyway, all jokes aside, it's time for you to try out the hot springs. Your mind has had the chance to de-stress. Now it's time to do the same for your body.
Oh, that sounds good. Paimon's feeling relaxed already. You know, this place provides a really great service. It's such a shame that you can't find more customers.
Don't start worrying about our bottom line again, or my work so far will count for nothing. Look, as long as we keep providing a great customer experience, we're sure to attract more business eventually.
If you say so.
I think the traveler's recovered from the therapy session now. Let's head to the hot springs.
Please, please, please. Genshin, I am begging you. Please do not show another fucking cutscene of the traveler almost half naked sitting in a hot tub. Because they showed that when we were at the hot springs with Mulani, and I'm like, please don't. Just don't. Like, the traveler had almost nothing on.
Most impressive, I must say.
Miko!
Miko, what brings you here?
There you are. I heard a rumor that you were about to be kidnapped. Naturally, I had to come and see it for myself.
She's joking, right? Paimon can never quite tell with her.
Miko, it's been a while.
She never mentioned? Interesting. We've known each other since before I became the Guji. I've told her all about you. But it sounds like she's forgotten all about me.
That's
You'll have to forgive me. I just didn't want to scare the traveler off. And hi, I'm Miko's friend seemed like a surefire way to do that.
Oh, I've missed your way with words.
So, Lady Guji, to what do we owe the honor?
Why, I simply came to see the business that my dear friend has invested in. Oh, and also to urge you to sell your shares before their value plummets to nothing. You could always invest in the publishing house, you know. Business is always booming. You only need to
Miko!
ask.
That's so mean!
But what's wrong? Are the shares really gonna plummet to nothing?
Well, hasn't she told you? Of course. She's your therapist. She has the perfect excuse to never open up. The Isa bathhouse used to be very popular, although not because of the hot springs, despite the name. Their main selling point has always been the psychotherapy services offered by the Baku. But recently, a competitor cropped
okay.
up. His name is Emira Ichigensai. He operates right here on Narukami Island, and his methods are said to be quite revolutionary. Since he provides a similar service to the bathhouse and boasts even better results, he was able to poach their entire clientele in just a matter of days. Oh, it's such a pity to see how empty this place is now.
She's
Miko, my job
so
is to
mean.
relieve my clients of their burdens, not to share mine with them.
Oh, of course you'd say that. You're a professional. But no amount of professionalism is going to fix this situation, is it? I heard people have been lining up since the early morning for Amara Ichigensai's clinic today. He's seeing patients just west of Inazuma City. And, how many patients have you seen today?
Surely you know I'm not going to quit.
True. Very true.
She
So,
really
that's it?
can be
You're
a
just gonna
bitch.
leave?
Oh, I'd love to help, little one. But I don't want to upset my old friend.
Miko's acting all mysterious again.
Not just
I
mysterious.
understand why she doesn't want to help.
She's being
The two of us
really
are technically
rude.
competitors, after all.
Yeah, true.
Light novels are one way for people to pursue happiness in their free time. So are hot springs, and so is therapy. Miko and I disagreed quite significantly over the question of how to make people happy.
Paimon is so confused by your friendship.
Yeah.
Paimon's curious, though. After today, it's hard to believe that anyone could offer a better therapy service than the Yume Baku. Which begs the question, who is this Amura Ichigensai guy anyway?
Something of a mystery. I tried to look into his background when he first started poaching my customers, but I couldn't find anything. I suspect he's avoiding me on purpose, since I'm a competitor. In all this time, I haven't even figured out basic things like where he sees his patients.
Well, we at least know where he is today, though, right? Miko happened to mention it in passing.
That's true. But I'm sure he'll find a way to avoid me again if I go looking for him.
Fair.
Then why don't we go instead? We can pose as potential customers to get information out of him.
As I keep reminding you, this is my problem, not yours.
Exactly. You provide an amazing service here, and we want all our friends to experience it as well.
Huh. Well, now it just seems rude if I reject your help. In return, all I can offer is an even better service on your next visit.
Sure thing. Just leave this to us.
Alright. So, here's my question. I mean, it's not too deep. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. That's nice that they took into consideration the smaller characters as well. That is actually pretty cool. Alright. Let's go find this, whatever his name is. Apparently, he is down here. Let's go! Hello.
This should be the place. That guy looks official. Let's go ask him. Hi there. We're looking for Amura Ichigensai. Are we in the right...
Pay first, take a ticket, then wait your turn.
Okay. 97. What number are you up to so far?
53. Be patient, I'll call your number when it's your turn.
Jeez, what a charmer. Looks like we're in for a long wait, huh? Sounds kinda therapeutic in its own way. But we don't really have a good excuse to resort to violence here. And we definitely don't want to scare off our target. Why don't we
Yeah,
pass
that's
the time
true.
by talking to some of his other patients? It looks like there's a few of them standing over there.
Eat. Eat. Fuck these guys.
Sorry to interrupt.
Do I know you? Ah, so you're here for counseling too.
Yep. Fellow clients of Amura Ichigensai here. Although this will be our first time using his service, so...
Service? How crass. We're talking about spiritual guidance here, not some business transaction.
In fairness to them, they haven't experienced it yet. Ignorance among the uninitiated is only to be expected.
Okay. Well, anyway, Isa Bathhouse calls it a service.
Ah, more defectors from the bathhouse, huh? Service might have a veneer of professionalism, but all it really means is inadequate treatment that costs a fortune.
Why do you say that?
I'll tell you why. After just a few sessions with Emura Ichigensai, you'll completely forget about all your troubles. From then on, it's happy thoughts only. Today's supposed to be my last counseling session. He says that after we're done, nothing will ever trouble me again.
Meanwhile, Isa Bathhouse boasts about their strange and mysterious methods, but it's a total scam. They only treat the symptoms, not the root cause, meaning you have to go back time after time. Also, they can keep charging you, of course.
Exactly. Overpriced and ineffective. But counseling from Emura Ichigensai? I can't get enough. I know I'm done after today, but I'd take any excuse to keep coming back.
Me too. Probably see you tomorrow then?
Whatever the truth of the matter is, Paimon is starting to seriously dislike these guys. Fine. Yeah, so we're mostly here to see what all the fuss is about. You guys seem to be experts by now. Is there anything we need to do to prepare for our session?
No, you don't need to do anything. Just show up, take a seat, and he takes care of the rest. I remember he lit some incense. It smelled wonderful and instantly relaxed me.
I already know of the troubles that bring you to me.
I don't know why I lose my temper so easily. I'm pretty messed up, right?
Yes, in the sense that all negative emotions are defects of the mind. But I can remove these defective feelings.
Why does that name
leaving
sound
your
familiar?
mind healthy, whole and free of distressing thoughts. Now, receive my guidance.
I don't actually remember the guidance, but anyway, it clearly worked. I guess whatever he said disappeared from my mind and took my problems along with it. Oh, so rude. Your counseling session will change your mind, in more ways than one.
We're only being cautious. What's wrong with that? You said it yourselves. The whole reason everyone's coming to this guy is because they're worried about getting scammed out of their Mora.
That's a fair point. You just need some reassurance, right?
Yeah.
In that case, I can let you in on a little secret.
Go on.
Well, someone in my family actually knew Imura Ichigensai before he made a name for himself. Apparently, he had a terrible temper. Pretty much everyone in the neighborhood had issues with him. But he must have had some sort of epiphany, because he did a complete 180. Went from having the most rotten temper you can imagine to one of the most cheerful people around.
That's hard to
Even
believe.
more amazingly, all the people who used to despise him ended up becoming his best friends. His neighborhood's more peaceful and pleasant than it's ever been. So you can rest assured that whatever treatment you get from Imura Ichigensai, he tried and tested it on himself first.
Huh? What a ridiculous story.
Doubt it all you want. I heard it straight from my relative who knows him personally.
What should we do now? We may have burned our bridges with these two.
Now to meet the man himself.
There's still a lot of people ahead of us, though. Why don't you take a rest while Paimon keeps watch? Just like how we do it on the road.
All right. So what's this guy up to? Oh, what the frick?
Let go of your pain.
What the hell? Yeah, spiritual guidance, my ass. This looks more like a ritual.
Let go of your pain. Who are you?
Traveler, it's almost time!
I don't know what that was about, but okay then.
That was a long wait. Paimon's gonna need a nap after this, too. Alright, now time for us to go meet Mr. Amore Ichigenzai.
So, something's afoot here, because we just saw something that... Do I know you? Ah. Oh, yeah, I forgot about her. Okay. Let's talk to you.
Oh, hello! We're number 97. It should be our turn now, right?
Yeah, sorry, the clinic's closed for the day.
What? Why?
Because Emura Ichigensai doesn't have limitless energy, that's why. He's gone home to rest. You'll have to try again tomorrow.
We've been waiting so long!
Not as long as some people. Try getting here earlier next time. Save yourself the trouble. Spiritual masters like Emura Ichigensai cultivate their powers with peace and solitude. Someone like you ain't gonna find them.
Drat! We should have barged in after all!
Yeah, something's afoot.
Nothing else we can do for today.
Something is afoot here. And I don't like it. Something smells super, super fishy. Because that dream that was based, in a way, it was basically a dream the traveler was having, seemed like foreshadowing of certain events to come. So, I'm gonna just run up this way. It's a lot quicker of a way up to where we need to go. I honestly didn't even realize how many times we walked past this place and not even noticed it. I forgot there was a restaurant across from there. Alright, let's talk to Mizuki. Or I guess it'll just bring us into the cutscene. That works too.
So he gives spiritual guidance, and it takes all your troubles away and leaves only happy thoughts?
I don't know if that's
That's what his clients say.
true.
How is that possible? Not even Mizuki could do that, and she's an incredible psychologist.
Is that right? Paimon was gonna say, it all sounds too good to be true.
It certainly is. Humans are, how to put this, they're a moody race. Always upset about something. Show me a human without a care in the world, and I'll show you what messed up really looks like.
You think? Because honestly, this sounded pretty convincing. And they said they only left the Isa bathhouse because they found it didn't deal with the root cause of their issues.
But the idea he is spreading is categorically wrong.
That settles it then. Imura Ichigensai is a quack, making false claims to steal all our customers.
Is that why he's doing this? To steal our customers? Or is there more
I feel like
to
there's more, not
It's
necessarily
unfortunate
spiritual
that you didn't get
guidance,
to meet
but
him in
more
person. I need
ritual
some idea of the kind of person he
sacrificing
is.
shit happening.
Otherwise, I have no hope of figuring out his motivations and goals.
Yeah, it's too bad. Although, if it's any help, we did hear a bit about his backstory from someone else. Apparently, he used to have a really rotten temper, but then one day he suddenly reached enlightenment and became a spiritual master or something.
Imura Ichigensai. Rotten temper. Now wait just a minute.
What's she doing?
Filing patient records is normally the most tedious job in the world. But once in a while, something mildly amusing grabs my attention. Take a look at this.
Amora Chuya?
It's him. I remember him.
Wait, that guy? Oh no!
What is it? What about him?
Where to start? Imagine a big ball of negative emotion took on human form and started walking around. That's pretty much Imura Chuya. His patient record mentions that he loved nothing more than a heated argument. No matter how trivial it was, he could never agree to disagree. He always had to be right. The happiest part of his day would be winning an argument and proving the other person wrong. If he lost, he'd sulk, and if anyone called him out, he'd throw a huge tantrum. Before long, he'd turned everyone against him.
Huh.
Sounds like he had issues.
Oh yeah, serious issues. Anyway, since no one would talk to him in real life anymore, he turned to the reader's letters column of a magazine by the Yae publishing house, where he would attack writers and trade insults with other contributors. Naturally, this ruined the column for everyone, and the editors soon started rejecting his letters. Next thing you know, he's written a complaint letter to the Tenryo Commission, demanding that Inazuma pass a law to make it illegal for the Yae publishing house to reject letters from readers.
Gee whiz! Where would you even start with a client like that?
In my case, by giving them a wide berth. Mizuki dealt with this guy. I'm pretty sure he only came here to try and start something. But Mizuki managed to get him into a session, and after some treatment, his mood improved by a lot.
That's crazy. That kid sounds like a serious pain.
Murasaki makes him sound like a rabid animal. He wasn't that out of control. Sure, his personality was very abrasive, but it wasn't hard to see why. Once I understood his situation, I was able to diagnose him very quickly. You have very high expectations for yourself, but you've faced a lot of rejection in the past and haven't achieved much in your life. You've never had any real close friends, so you don't know what healthy connections with other people look like. This puts you and your ego in the center of your world. In short, you long to feel a sense of accomplishment and to receive attention from other people. But both of these are lacking in your life. You have no idea how to properly deal with these emotions, so you've been taking it out on other people, partly to seek attention, and partly because
he's
you
straight
get a
up
shallow
just a
sense of
normal guy.
accomplishment whenever you win a war of words with another person.
You promised the world in your adverts, and that's seriously the best you can come up with? I'm not even going to bother explaining all the reasons you're wrong. I mean, you completely misunderstood why I even sent that complaint letter. The Yae publishing house practically has a monopoly on Inazuma's publishing industry. How can they ignore what their readers have to say?
In the magazine column you wrote to, your strongly worded letter appeared alongside dozens of others which praised the writer for their work. You can't talk about what their readers have to say without including them, too.
No one with half a brain would praise a festering pile of garbage like that. Those are not opinions worth listening to.
Well,
So when I
hold
touched
on
on the
now,
idea
dude.
of you having an egocentric worldview, this is the kind of thing I was talking about.
Like, you...
Wow. How the heck did you get him to stay for treatment after dropping all of that on him?
Simple. The more he realized the truth of my diagnosis, the more he compulsively searched for evidence to refute it with. He lost the ability to communicate like a normal human being. So I kept him here by using his preferred mode of interaction: argumentation. The Tenryo Commission had ignored his complaint letter, so he had no outlets left for his emotional outbursts. Eventually, with the help of some incendiary words, I got him to agree to try some basic therapy. Finally, I was able to tweak his mood and stabilize his condition. It's a shame, really. If I'd only been able to see him a few more times, I know I could have helped him work through his personality issues. But unfortunately...
It was all my fault.
For the last time, it was his fault for being a nutjob.
What? What happened?
Well, one day, he comes in as usual for therapy, but Mizuki isn't here, so Shion sees him instead. I don't know what got into him that day, but he suddenly announced that he wished to be free of his troubles for good, and demanded that Shion make that happen. Obviously, she didn't manage it, and then he pulled out a complaint letter to try and intimidate her. That was the last straw for me. I kicked him out and blacklisted him. He hasn't shown his face here since.
Ah, so this is
Anyway,
more...
now everyone's had a look at his record. Do we think there's any chance that this guy and Imura Ichigensai are the same person?
So this is more revenge related than...
Because it sounds to me like after he didn't get what he wanted, he decided to have his revenge by lying to our customers and getting them to leave.
Yeah, that.
Bad dreams are formed from a buildup of negative emotions in the subconscious. You can't simply trick people into not having them anymore. If Murasaki was right, then surely they'd have seen his lies for what they are by now.
There's no point hemming and hawing. Let's report this guy to the Tenryo Commission for fraudulent business practices. If he can complain, so can we.
Is anyone there?
Susu Kaida?
We'd like to book a therapy session. Can we start now?
Hello! Please come with me. I'll get you registered.
Wait.
I thought
So
for a
the
sec
kid
Shion was gonna straight up fall on her
This morning,
face.
they were
I
calling
was
the
like,
bathhouse
oh.
a scam and a ripoff. How are they back here already?
Oh, really? Well, that proves it, doesn't it? I was right. Now that they've realized they were lied to, they've come back. So chin up, Mizuki. I bet you business will start picking up again from tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you Yume Kuibaku provide an unbeatable service. No scammer's gonna run you girls out of business.
Interesting. Well, good. Murasaki, go help Shion, please.
Should have kept my mouth shut. I jinxed it, and now I have to work again.
She's very
now
much like,
we just need to
do I
report
have
this guy as
to?
a fraud to the Tenryo Commission. Like Murasaki suggested. Problem solved. It looks like the Isa bathhouse will be back in business in no time. No idea if our investigation actually helped, though.
Of course it did. You were a huge help, and I owe you big time for it. Now then, you only got partway through the VIP experience last time, didn't you? You still have to try the hot springs and snacks. Both are top tier.
Oh, true! How could Paimon forget about that? Especially the snacks.
Okay. Alright.
Wow,
Good.
Paimon feels incredible now. Nothing beats the complete service package. Agreed! Although Paimon didn't notice her inside just now. What could she be doing out at this hour? Let's ask around. Hey there, Mr. Aikawa. Do you have any idea where Mizuki went?
Oh, you're looking for Mizuki? She actually tends to disappear for a while around this time every evening. It's the one part of the day where she gets to relax herself. As for where she goes and what she does during that time, I'm afraid I have no idea.
She takes the evenings to relax, huh? She probably tells people she's relaxing, but actually she's digesting the bad dreams, right? Hope she's not having any
Probably.
digestive trouble. Oh, remember the place from last time? Let's head there and check on her.
Alright. So I have a feeling that's probably where we're gonna find her, most likely. Go, Nahida, go! I love the Xbox wings on Nahida. They look so good. Oh, oh. I might make it onto the ground, but I might also not. We'll see. Yeah, if my stamina could stay up, that'd be great. Please. Oh, that's getting dangerously low. I'm almost close to the ground, though. We're good. There we go.
This should be the place. What? Why is Mizuki crying? Unless... Oh, maybe we got pulled into one of her bizarre dreams again.
I don't think so.
Traveler? Paimon? What are you doing here?
Well, firstly, we were hoping to get our next appointment booked in.
Oh, I see. I was planning on making it back before you finished in the hot springs, but I ended up spending longer here than I intended. Don't worry, this isn't a dream. I was just feeling a little sad.
Why?
What's up? Indigestion getting you down again?
Paimon.
No, my digestion was fine this time. What you saw just now was the aftermath of the digestion process. Like I said, bad dreams are basically bundles of all kinds of negative emotions. When I digest them, I feel them all for myself.
Oh,
So when I'm processing these emotions, I tend to get quite, well, emotional.
Does that happen to all Yumikui Baku?
Oh, don't worry about the others. To feel these emotions, you first have to understand them.
Okay.
Most Baku have a very poor understanding of humanity. So to them, a human bad dream just tastes like a slice of bland white bread. They can basically wolf it down and barely notice the flavor.
Huh.
I'm the odd one out in that sense. When I was studying abroad, I made a serious effort to learn as much about human psychology as possible. Now I understand human emotions much better. I can empathize with them, and I can now discern many complex emotions when I turn my attention to digesting bad dreams. But still, that's no reason for you to be concerned about me. I wouldn't be much of a psychologist if I didn't have the mental fortitude to handle this stuff. Letting your emotions out is one of the most effective ways to process them. Now that I've done that, my mental state is back to normal.
Paimon thought maybe seeing those customers had upset you somehow. It even makes Paimon mad. You work so hard for them and then they turn around and accuse the bathhouse of being a money-making scam? Yes, they were led astray by some swindler, but it's not like they took much persuading.
I can't blame them. The idea that you can forget all of your troubles and never have a bad dream again is a very alluring one. Who wouldn't want to believe that?
That's true.
Traveler, if I really could make you forget all of your troubles for good, would you want me to try? You really are different from other people.
Yeah, it's like all those...
Discovering what troubles people is easy for me, even in your case. But although I can see your troubles clearly, I still don't completely understand you.
Yeah, that's true. That's a very cool...
Thanks for checking in on me. As a psychologist, I know how to take care of myself, but you showing that you care is still appreciated. Anyway, it's much too late to book another appointment now. You should head home, get some sleep, have a wonderful dream, and come see me again tomorrow.
Alright, good night!
Bye for now. If you still want to book another appointment tomorrow, make sure to come see me early.
That works. Alright. So... where are we looking? Okay. So we are getting close to the ending. I don't know why I picked those up, but let's go ahead and wind the clock to 8. So my guess is that this appointment is going to discover some stuff hidden that we were unaware of. Maybe? I feel like just teleporting to it at this point is just gonna help. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Off we go! Nahida almost fell over.
Mizuki! We're here to book our next therapy appointment.
Oh. You guys good?
It hurts.
What?
Oh no, what's wrong with them?
They've been like this ever since they woke up.
Ooh, it's an extreme case of indigestion.
Huh? How come? Oh, did they eat too many nightmares last night?
I doubt it. We only had 4 customers yesterday, including you 2.
Paimon blames the other 2.
You're right. Something's definitely wrong with their nightmares. Our ability to digest dreams isn't just a matter of quantity. It depends on the emotional intensity, too. Point being, no normal person should ever have a nightmare of this magnitude. Oh, this situation is dire. If I can't find a way to help them digest their dreams soon...
What can we do? Let us help!
What would happen?
We need to find those 2 customers from yesterday and figure out the cause of their bad dreams. Without knowing that, I have no way of treating them.
Okay.
Traveler, Paimon, I know you spoke to them both. Think you can track them down?
Let's see. They did say they were gonna get counseling from Amora Ichigensai again. Chances are that's where we'll find them.
Lead the way. I'm coming with you.
Okay. Let's go! I love using Nahida. She's so cool. Alright. Run, Nahida, run! Like, honestly, I really do like those wings on her. I mean, they're not quite the right shade of green, but with, like, the green in her hair, they really do match well. Hello.
You know, I went out to sea earlier today, but was so distracted that I lost my net. Oh well, it's not a big deal, though.
Yeah, I messed up today too. But hey, what's the big deal? A few bandits got away, it's not the end of the world.
Hey, you two! Murasaki and Shion are sick, and it's all because of your bad dreams!
Whoa, someone's in a bad mood, huh? So funny.
I know, right?
What's wrong?
They're acting so weird. Paimon was pretty aggressive just now, but they don't seem offended at all.
This could be a problem.
Allow me. Gentlemen, do you still remember visiting Isa Bathhouse last night for dream regulation therapy?
Did we?
I don't think so.
Huh. Do you recall having any bad dreams recently?
No, why would I? What in this world could be so bad that it'd give me nightmares?
Nope, nothing comes to mind. Bad dreams must be highly irregular, surely. You don't have to look far to see that life is beautiful.
What is going on? It's like they've completely forgotten what they did last night.
Almost like
Although,
somebody
Paimon
else was
can
pulling
believe
the
what they're
strings.
saying. They don't exactly seem troubled by nightmares. Does that mean Amora Ichigensai's counseling actually works?
No, they're clearly not in their right minds. Traveler, Paimon, focus hard for a second. I'm gonna try something a little unorthodox.
What do you mean?
Whoa! What did you do?
Entered their subconscious minds. I noticed they've both become disassociated from their subconscious, meaning I can access it, similarly to how I enter people's dreams.
No! No! Those thugs! I won't let them get away with this! I won't!
The sea is too rough today. I should stay on dry land till things calm down.
Huh?
As you can see, their troubles haven't gone anywhere. Susukida seems to have a short fuse, which causes him to act out of line. I'm sure this has caused him a lot of grief in his line of work. As for Umiko, I believe he developed a fear of stormy waves after a near-death experience. Now he's reluctant to sail out to sea at all, which is having a devastating impact on his livelihood. Their negative emotions have been isolated from their conscious minds and left to float around in their subconscious. That's why on the outside, the only emotion they appear to feel is happiness. But those suppressed emotions will only continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually turning into the nightmares that have been giving Murasaki and Shion indigestion.
Oh, okay. Alright.
If it's Emura Ichigensai's doing, I guess he's not the straightforward con man we thought he was. Maybe he really does have ways of influencing human emotions. That would explain why no one has blown the whistle on him yet. Did you notice anything strange when you came here yesterday?
Not really.
Yeah, tell her about the strange dream. That's...
You sure kept that one quiet.
Oh, no. Look, we have to find this Emura Ichigensai right away.
Mizuki, what is it?
Something inhuman is at work in Emura Ichigensai. The Traveler's dream confirms that. He has victimized everyone who has received his so-called counseling. If we don't find and stop him as soon as possible, his victims may well suffer irreversible damage to their psyches.
Yikes! Well, guess we better press these guys a little harder. Do you know when Amura Ichigensai will be here next?
What's with the urgency? Why does it matter when he shows up?
Yeah, he'll turn up when he's ready. No point in trying to rush him.
Okay.
This is infuriating.
You do remember what happened last night, both of you. Only you don't want to talk about it, because you can't reconcile the presence of a nightmare with the happiness you presently feel. Just thinking about it brings up an overwhelming sense of being torn apart. You can't quite put it into words, but you fear you're a hair's breadth away from a total breakdown. Is that about right?
Please, stop. Everything will be fine as long as we don't think about it.
Emura Ichigensai's treatment has clearly left you wounded and vulnerable. But don't worry, I'm not here to snap you out of your denial. At least, as long as you answer our question.
All right. But seriously, we really have no idea. We've asked already, and all we know is that he's not coming today.
Yeah, apparently, yesterday's session kind of tired him out.
Is he trying to hide from me again?
They really don't know anything? Darn! Looks like we've hit a dead end.
I don't suppose you know where he lives, do you?
No. We did ask yesterday, but even his guard didn't know.
In that case... Yes, I suppose. Now that I know what's causing their bad dreams, I can administer the correct... Honestly, you've already done your part by bringing me here. I can't keep troubling you.
Don't forget, we want to book our next therapy session. The sooner you stop having to worry about Amura Ichigensai, the sooner we get you all to ourselves. So we're not gonna quit until all this is resolved, and the bathhouse is back to business as usual.
Looks like I have no choice but to accept your help again. I have to make sure Murasaki and Shion get the treatment they need. Still, I'm gonna need your full cooperation. If you do find Emura Ichigensai, please do not approach him. Just send me a message and keep an eye on him until I arrive.
Got it.
The last thing I want is for you to put yourself in harm's way.
Don't worry about that. You should see some of the other bad guys we've taken down in our time.
Yeah.
This guy's small potatoes compared to them.
Paimon.
Alright, sure.
Oh.
We'll keep our distance and send the message.
Very good. Let's get going then.
She can have, like, she has that certain nurturing voice, or like that
Pretty bold claim saying you'll track this guy
sort
down.
of
It's nice of you to
soothing
give Mizuki one less thing
sort
to
of
worry
voice, but she
about
can
and all,
also
but
have the,
what the heck do we do now?
I mean it.
What if we can't find him? Cause, in case you hadn't noticed,
She can be stern,
guys are
but
hopeless.
also comforting.
they don't know anything. Oh, wait, you're right! She was the one who tipped us off about this place yesterday! She probably knows way more than she let on. There's no time to lose! To the Grand Narukami Shrine!
We're gonna go bother Miko about this. Alrighty. That's probably not gonna end in our favor, but why not? Alright, let's just teleport. That's one of those things where I just cannot be bothered. Okay. Nahida, stop.
She's usually somewhere around here.
Here for a fortune slip, little ones? Or visiting a friend?
Whoa! Where did you come from?
She works in mysterious ways.
That was a little lukewarm. You're starting to sound a lot like her. But pleasantries aside, what's the matter? You look rather out of... You may remember I dropped a not-so-subtle hint as to his whereabouts yesterday. You mean to tell me you still haven't found him?
Aha! So you did bring him up on purpose!
Let's not lose focus here. You're here to ask for my help. So would you mind explaining the situation to me?
Yeah, fair enough. We went to the place you mentioned, but he slipped through our fingers. Next thing we heard was he's not seeing patients there anymore. Apparently, he loves his peace and solitude. So obviously, we've got no idea where to find him now.
Oh, and after the lengths I went to get you that location.
Don't know if this helps, but we did learn some other stuff about him yesterday. For example, a guy matching Amura Ichigensai's description came to Mizuki for therapy once. Only his name was Amura Chuya.
Wait, what? Emura Chuya?
You know him?
I once asked the Yai Publishing House to host an event for contributors to the Reader's Letters column.
And this is
I had
where
hoped
that
it might be a
comes in.
fun chance
Okay.
to meet some like-minded people and chat. Until he showed up. Are you telling me that Emera the Hellraiser and Emera the Healer are the same person?
Based on everything we've learned so far, it certainly looks that way.
All right. Well, in that case, give this address a try.
She has the... Oh, okay.
Really? Who chooses to live in a place like that?
This was the delivery address he gave to the Yai Publishing House once, when he placed an order for several dozen books in one go. He also requested to pay on receipt. The warehouse took one look and assumed it must be some kind of prank, so they rejected the order, earning them an honorable mention in his complaint letter. Of course, with the benefit of hindsight, it's rather obvious why he lives there. Someone as antisocial as him wouldn't be welcome anywhere else.
You've
That's
got a point.
true.
Well, we clearly made the right decision coming to talk to you.
I'm just glad I could help my old friend.
You mean Mizuki? So you really do want to help her?
I can tell that she's invested an awful lot into the Isa bathhouse. It's only natural for me to show some concern when I see a friend's business in trouble.
Really? 'Cause yesterday it looked more like you were looking for a fight.
I assume Mizuki has told you that we're competitors?
Yep.
She has always believed that, ever since we were classmates. And now that I'm the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine, I'm sure she must feel the need to prove herself through her endeavors at the Isa bathhouse. The last thing she'd want is for me, of all people, to swoop in and save the day the moment the going gets tough. So if I want to help, I have to be mindful of her feelings and tread delicately. I'll take that as a compliment. Mizuki's always so considerate towards others. It would be nice for someone to reciprocate once in a while. Well done, you took the hint. Now, while I'm sure you'd love to chat longer, you seemed to be in a great hurry when you arrived. Shouldn't you be on your way?
Oh, right. Come on, let's send a message to Mizuki right away.
All right. So apparently, wow, that is really far away. But we can make up ground by just flying, so that works pretty well. Oh. Yeah, no, we're just gonna teleport. I will not make that from here. That is for sure. Oh. Yeah, talk about isolation, jeez. Oh god. Come on, Nikita. Make it, make it, make it, make it, make it, make it. Come on. Come on. Just barely made that. I wasn't even aware that this place existed. Nothing. Okay.
This should be the place Miko mentioned, right?
Traveler, Paimon.
Mizuki! That was quick.
All thanks to you two. With what I learned from those two guys, I managed to give Murasaki and Shion effective treatment as soon as I got back. That meant I was free to head out again as soon as I received your message. So, this is where Emera Ichigensai lives.
Sure hope so, 'cause this is our only lead. Wait, do you guys smell that too? Some kind of fragrance. Seems like it's coming from inside.
Then that confirms it. We've come to the right place. Now we may face great danger once we're inside. So from here on out, stay close to me and...
We'll be fine. You...
All right, fine. I suppose you're used to leading the charge.
Very much so. Traveler is always leading the charge. Level 90. Easy. And they're going to be giving us Mizuki anyway, so... Yeah, we should be fine. I still don't know about her playstyle, though. Uh-oh. What the heck? Yo, this kind of reminds me of, the Infinite Staircase stuff from Demon Slayer. That's not creepy.
Whoa. This is not, this is creepy. Feels like there are loads of eyes staring at us.
Calm, yet repressed. The signs are all there.
What is it, Mizuki? Figured something out?
Nothing new. Just further confirmation of my suspicions. Emura Ichigensai should be hiding deep inside this place. Stay close to me.
Alright, let's go. Let's see her kit. That, okay. Iridescent. Okay. C3. 10, 13, 10. Okay. So... Yeah, I was not expecting that. He's not gonna drop us, is he? No? Okay. Door of Resurrection.
Seems like we're not welcome here.
Hold the line. The Temple of Wisdom.
How dare you hit her? I mean, if I have to give anything to Mizuki, she's good with other characters, not so good on her own.
Miss Yume Mizuki, you found me at
Yume
last.
Mizuki.
Ah, and I see you've brought some friends with you. Please, forgive my lack of hospitality.
Huh. Emura Chuya. So it is you.
Mizuki was right after all. Paimon wasn't expecting him to be so polite, though.
Please, do not call me by that name anymore. The old me was plagued by negative emotions. But I have parted ways with them now. That period of my life is consigned to the past. And the name along with it.
You have to listen to me. There is no way to get rid of all your negative emotions. This life you're living now is a lie.
Your perspective is most amusing.
What's so funny? Don't you know you're harming people?
Harming people? That's what you believe? Very well. I understand and accept your perspective, even if you cannot afford me the same courtesy in return.
What are you up to?
What is up with him? He's being so calm and polite. So why does everything he says make Paimon want to punch him?
As you can see, Miss Yume Mizuki, all my psychological problems have been completely resolved. I must thank you for your attempts to diagnose my condition. But I see now that the truth is far simpler than you were proposing. All my misery was merely a consequence of human frailty. I could not hope to remove my emotional impurities on my own strength.
Aww.
I lived in fear and anger. Fear that I was not worthy of other people's attention. Anger at how they invalidated me. I became a slave to my emotions. They turned me into a wretched and loathsome creature, hostile to everyone. But things are different now. I've acquired the ability to eradicate those emotions for good. No longer will I be afraid. Never again will I be stirred to anger. No, I am filled now with only one emotion, and that is happiness. I have become humanity perfected.
What I'm hearing is that you've developed your own unique understanding of psychological issues. So how about you play therapist this time? I have a couple of cases I'd love to hear your thoughts on.
Oh, what is she
I
up
would
to?
be delighted.
The first is a soldier with poor control of his temper. He flies off the handle too easily, and it gets him into all sorts of trouble. This is having a significant impact on his daily life, and he's developed symptoms of depression as a result.
He simply needs to let go of his anger. Then he will surely find peace and happiness.
The second is a fisherman who's developed thalassophobia. Now he is unable to provide for his family, which is causing him immense anxiety.
Oh, of course. He must cast his fear far away and forget it ever existed. Then he can return to the sea at once.
I'm sorry, but you're wrong on both counts.
Oh?
The soldier's anger is rooted in his strongly held principles. Yes, his rage can make him reckless, but it also fuels his deep desire to stand against injustice. Losing his anger made him passive and apathetic. He now stands by and does nothing as bandits attack innocent people. The fisherman's fear made him one of the most reliable sailors around.
I get what
Thanks
this
to his
means.
cautiousness and diligence, accidents were a rare
I get what
occurrence
this is
among
talking
his
about
crew,
now.
despite the dangers of their profession.
Certain emotions are
But after
linked
forgetting
to
his fear,
behavioral
he
stuff, so
destroyed
it's
the
like when
fruits
you
of the
take away
entire
somebody's
crew's labor
sadness,
on his
that
first
can
return to
maybe
the sea.
potentially
Fascinating, isn't
impact,
it? Anger gives
I
people
guess
the
as an
courage to
example,
stand up for what they
them
believe
being
in,
able to
and
write
fear
a
nurtures
story
care and
or
attention.
something like that.
Emotions are integral to human dreams, and after many years of dealing with their dreams, the Yumekoi Baku have learned an important secret about human emotions. Negative emotions do not just go away. They will always be there. This is true for everyone. Not only that, but their presence is essential. You can't have a healthy human psyche without negative emotion. So do you have any idea what you've done to those poor men?
What an amusing theory. In fact, I do remember those two. But I'm afraid that the only emotion I sense in them now is happiness. How can you believe that negative emotions are required for a healthy psyche? It's a laughable theory. Don't you remember how I was when we first met? You call that healthy?
Acknowledging that negative
He's
emotions
literally staying on
exist
the desk.
doesn't mean giving them free reign over our minds and lives. Humans have a whole gamut of emotions. They're supposed to keep each other in balance. But if that balance gets disrupted, emotions start working against each other. Untethered rage cripples the capacity to be careful and considerate. Uncontained fear drives people to abandon beliefs they once held dear. The person you were when you first came to my practice only proves this further. You were dominated by your emotions. Under their influence, you deliberately inflicted pain on other people. Meanwhile, the person you are now is so lost that you aren't even aware of the pain you're bringing to others. This diagnosis is going to sound harsh, but I'm afraid it's accurate. You've simply gone from one extreme to another. You say you've reached perfection, But you're just as dysfunctional now as where you started.
You...
Yeah,
How
he's gone
entertaining.
crazy.
Still, there's no need for me to argue back. You have failed to provoke me. I will forgive you for this offense, because I know my present perfection to be a fact. I have direct and incontrovertible evidence. You once told me that nightmares are the result of a buildup of negative emotions. But ever since I acquired my present abilities, I never had another nightmare again. Clearly, that proves that all of my negative emotions have been definitively eradicated.
Have they, though?
I'm afraid not. Look where we are right now. We're inside your nightmare.
What?
No wonder! Paimon knew something was up the moment we arrived!
The enemies that we encountered were manifestations of his negative emotions. That can only happen in a nightmare.
Gotcha.
No, that can't be.
That entity claimed it could remove your negative emotions. But all it did was separate them and store them deep in your subconscious, beyond your reach. There they were left to fester. Your situation is far worse than that of the other victims. It has deceived you at a much deeper level. You can't even perceive that at this
So
very
where he
moment,
wanted to be
you're in the
cured of
middle a
his
nightmare.
negative emotions, he
How
actually
laughable.
physically...
Fear? No.
Oh.
There is no fear left in me. This is all just a terrible joke. This is no dream. No.
Something's appeared behind him.
So, my arch nemesis has seen through my trickery.
It's the eye.
You came prepared. The emotional cocoon I'd wrapped him in was all but impenetrable. Yet still, you managed to tear it down.
So it is you. Just as I thought.
What is that?
A nightmare monster. A fearsome yokai that was once the bane of Inazuma. We Yumekui Baku eat the nightmares of humans, while they called those nightmares their home. So we were natural enemies. When I heard the traveler recount that strange dream, I knew that this was a possibility.
Yeah.
But it's still a shock to see one of our long-lost arch-enemies in the flesh. They were supposed to have gone extinct long ago.
So...
Then allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kurayume, and I am the last of my kind.
Kurayume. That's a name I haven't heard in a long, long time. How have you survived all these years?
Likewise. Yumezuki is a name that takes me back to a different age. Although I must say, we may be born enemies, but I have never felt any great animosity toward you personally. Ultimately, the fall of the nightmare monsters was the fault of our hosts. Humans are such fragile creatures.
True.
But now, I have found a way to revive my kind, and you are too late to stop me.
Well, you see about that. Sounds like you just got stabbed.
Oh no! We've got to catch up to him!
Go! Ooh, a chest.
What's happening? Paimon's feeling dizzy all of a sudden.
That's the feeling of rejection. It's so strong. Quick! After him!
Dude, what?
Whoa! What happened to all the paths?
He's repressing his emotions even harder.
Oh. Fuck.
Sweet dreams.
Aha! Me over. Nice. I was trying to figure out what the heck they were talking about. Oh, oh, oh! No! Don't be doing that.
He's got nowhere left to run.
Well, you.
Whoa! What's happening to the ground?
Watch out!
Where do we go? Do we have to fall down here? I have no clue. Nope. Yes.
I used my powers to cushion our fall. Is everyone all right?
Don't worry, we've fallen from bigger heights before. The bigger issue here is that he got away and we were so close.
We've been completely cut off. That creature has taken complete control of his consciousness. We'll never catch him.
Would it be easier if we wake up now and go catch him in the real world? If this is his nightmare, he must be asleep somewhere, right?
Remember the fragrance we smelled on our way in? That's how the monster lures people into the dream state. Now we're inside. We can't get out unless we manage to defeat him in his true form.
That's
He's
so
turned Emerald
dumb.
his nightmare into his lair. There's only one way to force him into the open, and that's by finding a way to eat this nightmare.
Eat this nightmare? But is that even possible?
Not only is it possible, Paimon, it's quite literally my job.
That's true.
Oh, Paimon knows that. It's just... We all saw what happened to Murasaki and Shion, and this nightmare is super intense. Paimon's worried this won't turn out well.
This monster has harmed too many people. We have to stop it. It's okay. I knew what I was getting into. Let's get moving. We may not have caught him, but our chase wasn't in vain. He led us deep inside his dream. We should now be at the subconscious layer that makes up its core.
It's so dark.
That's what happens if you leave your negative emotions to fester. There must be a lot of emotional fragments in this place. We need to follow them one by one until we reach our destination.
Wait, but what is our destination?
Where the light is.
Oh. This is very interesting.
If I say it's your fault, it's your fault! Do you understand me? You shouldn't go running around with that stupid thing in your hand! Do you want to go hungry tonight?
Ugh, the atmosphere here is so... oppressive. Is it anger or fear?
Be careful. Every time we draw near to one of these fragments, we'll experience the underlying emotion on a visceral level.
Okay. What's this?
You, a writer? Didn't they reject you already? Get rid of this trash! Go find a real job!
Aw, poor guy. Paimon feels so bad for him.
We shouldn't stay here. Let's keep moving.
I was about to say Inazuma, but that is...
Ha ha! I won! Another round? That guy? He never joins in with anything. Why should we go out of our way to invite him? Let's keep playing. Ignore him.
Wow.
Nope. Not here either.
Look! There's the light!
Huh. This area is so dark and weird. Aw.
What is this place?
It's his sorrow. Yes, sheer overwhelming sorrow. Human emotions exist in a delicate balance. When that balance is lost, negative emotions spiral out of control and go on to fuel nightmares. By isolating these negative emotions and allowing them to fester, that monster has completely destroyed his emotional balance. That's why he was able to create such a powerful nightmare. If we want to restore balance, we have to dispose of the excess negative emotion.
Gotcha.
Oh, so that's what you mean when you talk about eating nightmares.
Well done, Paimon. Very clever.
Aw. Alright, what's the next step?
I need to find a way to separate the negative emotions out. For that, I need a special medium. Sorrow might just do the job. As long as it's kept in check, it can calm the waves of emotions and help him regain some measure of control.
Let it out, Chuya. Let the tears flow. You'll feel better after a good cry.
This process will untangle his unbridled fear and anger, his unresolved resentment, and his unshakable despair.
So where his
These
father
excess
didn't
emotions will be separated out from the rest.
give
They
him
are the
hope for
source of
his
this
dreams,
nightmare.
his mother tried to encourage it. Okay.
Mizuki!
It's all right. It's an unpleasant flavor, but I've tasted it thousands of times. A good cry can work wonders. Even though he seems beyond helping, I think he should be able to take another step out from the swamp of despair now.
Are you ready to come out now, Chuya? I'll be waiting for you right here, son. I'd love to listen to more of your stories whenever you're ready.
Here he comes. Aw, that's actually kind of cute.
All right. There goes that nightmare. Hopefully this marks the beginning of a sweeter dream.
Amazing! Suddenly, Paimon feels so relaxed and maybe even happy?
I thought I had found the perfect host, but you found the one weakness in his emotional armor.
Ah! He's back again!
Freeing a single host from my clutches changes nothing! You cannot stop me! I told you you are too late!
Well, about that. Okay. Ha! Now we're back.
What is this place?
I can't believe it. He's brought us to the Borderland.
Borderland?
To put it simply, it's a dream within a dream. A space hidden deep within the collective Inazuman subconscious. A dream that can exist even without a host. This must be how that monster managed to survive the extinction of his kind. He hid here.
Mizuki, that eye...
He's trying to turn this place into a nightmare so he'll be more at home. And he's creating copies of himself. This place is connected to the dreams of every human in the nation. From here, he can place a copy of himself in every dream.
We need to
If
stop
he
him.
succeeds, then he'll have effectively revived his kind already.
Then we know what we need to do. We gotta take this guy down. Do we think a sword will do the job?
Maybe, if we can get close enough to reach his core. But he's brought the nightmares of all his victims here, and that gives him an immense amount of power. Dealing with this many in one go is going to take a different approach. We need a power to rival his nightmares. The power of sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams? Where are we gonna find those?
Lost minds. There should be some around here, and some of them will have come from sweet dreams originally. Come on, follow me.
Alright, let's do it. This story quest has actually been kind of interesting. I thought it was going to be a bit more of, and all the characters so far have their voice lines, which, big thumbs up for that.
You've got to move quietly. The nightmare monster has usurped control here. We need to stay out of his sight.
I see, okay. So it's like red light, green light, kind of.
Turn that frown upside down.
Okay.
What the Yachan, Taechan, let's go!
Rest and rebuild! Covenants of the deep!
Oh my god, geez, you guys are a bit higher level than I would like.
Adorn my night.
Commit it to memory, sharing my knowledge.
There we go. Okay, Mizuki, you can stop flying.
Chasing
around.
tanuki through the woods, and climbing trees to hunt for Oni Kabuto. Thank you for lending us your happiness.
There we go. Okay, so we just have to be super freaking careful, because the second he opens his eye... Okay, so his eye is open. Close it.
Sweet dreams!
Oh god. Okay. We're good. We're good. Okay. Talk to him.
Watching fireworks fly up into the sky and writing wishes on a prayer plaque. Thank you for sharing your passion. All right, we've gathered enough power to proceed. Time to face him head on. The core should be just up ahead. This will be a tough fight.
Why? Are these sweet dreams not sweet enough?
I just wish we could have gathered some more. But these are all we could find in the immediate vicinity, which means we're running out of time. Our chances of success are shrinking by the minute. We have to act now.
No problem. We're ready to go.
Let's do it. Can you close your eye, dude? Or you not gonna do that? Oh.
Turn that frown upside down.
I'm gonna have to jump using things.
Sweet dreams.
Because if I don't, we're gonna have an issue. Okay. There we go. We're up. Nice. This is really. This is definitely in a different realm than some of the others have been.
Now, use the power of the good dreams.
I think you will find it to be quite ineffective against.
Ow! How dare you hit Nahida? Ow!
Make yourselves at home. Grow, grow, grow.
Wind strike. Sweet dreams. Yachan, Taechan, let's go.
Okay.
I must confess, I am somewhat confused. Both of us bring happiness to humans now. Why must you still treat me as your enemy?
Because the happiness you provide is a lie. All you do is make them forget their negative emotions exist. And now they're living under the illusion that they're gone for good. All the while, these repressed feelings continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually becoming nightmares intense enough to become your home. Your kind has always thrived by magnifying your host's negative emotions for your own gain. What you're doing now is no different from what you've always done.
That's true.
This time, I shall change the fate of my entire planet. When a human becomes dominated by their negative emotions, but they lose their ability to survive. That is how my king died out.
Okay.
But I can give them a fantasy instead, turning them into the perfect hosts, capable of surviving no matter how dire the situation in their subconscious gets. This is the path to a revival. My king shall rise again.
No, if we can help it.
You do realize what that means, don't you? You've gone from one extreme to the other.
Oh, I'm perfectly aware. There is nothing you can say that I do not already know. For over all the years that your kind has been learning about the human mind, I have been hiding here, watching and learning from the fruits of your labor.
Kinda fucked up. Not gonna lie.
I'm afraid I could not care less for the moral burdens.
That's kinda messed up.
The health of the human psyche is of precisely zero interest to me.
So he just does not care.
Here's a question well worth thinking about. If we allowed the humans themselves to decide, which of us would they really choose? You or me? Do you see now? I won this battle long before you ever set foot inside this tree.
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
He's growing stronger, but we've exhausted the power of the sweet dreams already. Even if we could find more sweet dreams now, it still wouldn't be enough.
If you accept that negative emotions are an immutable presence in the human mind, then you must also know that such emotions include apathy and sloth. Without the Yumeki Baku, there to hold their hand and walk them through dream regulation therapy, do you honestly think that anyone would ever be inclined to embrace their negative emotions? No, they would sooner run from reality to forget all about their troubles and live inside an illusion.
But the whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist. Traveler. These feelings. So that's how they should taste.
Oh.
Longing, caused by separation.
That's a cool screen.
So bitter. And yet the experience led to a whole new journey for you.
That's so cool.
If you keep pressing on, maybe even more
I
precious
don't know who did that
memories await.
artwork, but top grade. That looks so cool.
Despair, caused by failure, icy cold, and yet in conquering this despair, you gained the courage to face the lightning. Regret, caused by missed opportunity, a harsh aftertaste. And yet it's only through that loss that we can learn to appreciate everything we have. And after all these flavors comes sweetness, passion, and refreshed hope. So that's why I was able to taste a sweet dream at our first meeting. Long before you ever met me. You'd already gained the courage to never avoid or run away from your feelings. And all your nightmares had become the fuel for sweeter dreams. The power that you have gained by processing everything from your long journey is surely far stronger than any power wielded by that creature.
That's definitely a word for it.
The whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist was to try and help people become someone like you.
That's so cool. Oh, what? Okay.
Your dream is so powerful.
Traveler, give him all you've got.
Okay. Ow! Okay. That kind of worked in my favor. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out. I had a feeling we probably get switched back to Electro, but I wasn't sure. Ow! Oh, I get how her... Oh, okay. So it's almost like a buff, kind of, for other characters. I kind of get how her kit works now, but... So it heals... Okay. So it heals, but if you leave it on the field, it will deal its own Animo AoE.
Once the false dream he created has been destroyed, I can make sure all his victims make a full recovery. I don't think I ever would have been able to do this without your help.
Don't mention it. What? He's still not dead? Wait, does anyone else hear water? Where is that coming from?
Maybe he made his host build some kind of device in the underwater cave. Once he realized we were onto him, he decided to sacrifice his host.
So you mean we're in danger in the real world too?
We've got to wake up.
But how? Like...
This should be high enough. Traveler, Paimon, jump.
Huh?
Don't have to tell the Traveler twice.
If you're afraid, then just take my hand and close your eyes. Yes, just like the last time.
All right. Are we awake? We're underwater. That's cool. Whoa! This is
Hold on
cool.
tight. The Yomekui Baku are getting to work.
Whoa! There's so many. Num 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 num. They're so cute. This is actually really cool. Oh my god. That a big one. This is actually really cool. Ooh. Okay. That might be one of my favorites.
It's finally over.
Cutscenes for a story quest.
To ask them for help, or I'd be the one dying from indigestion tonight. They were very delicious. Traveler, could I pick your brain with another question?
Why is
What do you
that
think
the
humans
go-to
tend to have
phrase
more
for
of?
so many
Happy
characters
dreams
asking
or bad
Traveler
ones?
questions? It's just like, can I pick your brain for a question? It's like, okay. Probably bad dreams.
You've noticed it too, then.
Yeah.
Most people struggle to deal with their negative emotions. They bottle them up inside until they've festered and turned into nightmares. As a result, humans have far more bad dreams than good ones, and most happy dreams are short and fleeting. They are so rare that it's basically impossible for them to be shared with others.
Yep.
Heck, there are even people out there who only have the mind space to have happy dreams after they've given us their bad ones. Which is all to say that the dreams we get to taste are usually bad ones. No matter how hard we try, we can't seem to change this state of affairs. I once believed the only reason we Yomekui Baku existed was to serve as a disposal method for nightmares. It's a fate that we cannot escape, no matter how many dreams we eat or how many years pass by. Even though I call myself a clinical psychologist, I also have dark thoughts sometimes. I suppose that's the only problem I have. Still, after learning the principles of psychology, I came up with a new way to look at all of this. If we can use psychotherapy to help people come to terms with their emotions, they'll gain the ability to deal with their nightmares on their own, so they'll no longer need to call upon us for assistance. That way, more and more people can free up their minds for truly happy dreams, until there'll be enough to share around. A naive one, more like. Even though I've run this business for quite a long time now, it still hasn't come true. Not even once. So I must thank you, because after meeting you, I finally became sure that my wish is achievable. And knowing that is all the treatment I need against the dark thoughts I sometimes have.
There you are! Paimon's been looking everywhere for you, too! Paimon was just watching the Baku eat the nightmares. They got really full and started rolling around on their tummies. It was so cute. Anyway, that's why Paimon fell behind. Got a little distracted watching them. Oh, and speaking of Baku, we were gonna book another appointment with you, weren't we? Remember? Before we got caught up in all those nightmare shenanigans?
It's a little late for that now. Ask me again tomorrow.
Oh.
Still, the night is young. Wanna stay here and watch the moon with me for a little longer?
That's sweet.
Huh?
Okay. Alright, Genshin, you've done it again. God damn it. Really? I'm gonna jump down real quick though, and then I'm gonna climb back up so I can have one with the traveler in her. Ooh, shit. Okay, I not... Oh, yeah. There we go. I want a photo of that, absolutely. That is so cute. Oh my god. Alright. I didn't know necessarily when I started 5.4 if I was gonna enjoy it or not. Damn. Damn. So good. But now here's what I'm trying to figure out here. Oh. Oh, it's done. Okay. Afterward. Alright. Let's go to the Aisha bathhouse. Or Isa bathhouse, I should say. Man. That has to probably be up there as one of my favorite story quests. I was not so sure going into this that I would like Mizuki. But I was like, I'm going to give, just in case, I'm going to give her story quest a chance. Genshin nailed it out of the park with that. It really wrapped up, like,
Excuse me.
nicely.
Hello. Please come register over here.
What's going on? Why are there so many guests? Had I known, I'd have definitely turned some of them back.
Oh, it looks like business is booming with Amura Ichigensai out of the picture. And it's good to see that Murasaki and Shion are well on the road to recovery.
Yep.
Morning, you two. Want to make an appointment?
Yes, please. For today, if possible.
Then I better get you another VIP pass. You're our most important customers, after all.
Awesome! In that case, very important Paimon would like to start with the fine dining this time.
Oh my. Imagine if you'd taken my advice and sold your shares the other day. It could have cost you dearly now that business is booming again. I hope you're not too upset with me, old friend.
Why would I be upset? It's not as if I ever took your suggestion seriously.
That's true.
Oh, I've missed that way with words. So affectionate.
Would it kill you to not sneak up on people every darn time?
Morning, little ones. Did you enjoy the scenery last night? Hardly. That tree was directly beneath the Grand Narukami Shrine. What was I supposed to do? Move the entire shrine to give you some privacy?
I mean,
Is
you
there
could
a
have.
reason you're here, Lady Guji?
Mostly because I felt like a walk. But I do have a message from the Tenryo Commission to pass on as it happens. The gentleman who your fellow Yumeku Ibaku fished out of the water last night is no longer in a critical condition. Although his mind seems to have regressed to that of a young child.
It could have been worse, I suppose. Lady Guji, I owe you my thanks. Without your help, things might have gone a lot less smoothly yesterday.
That's true.
Hmm?
Was me.
Come on, Miko. You've always been worse than me at keeping secrets. I admit that I feel inferior around you, and have an urge to prove myself. How could I not? But maybe these feelings are what have driven me to take this business as far as I have. My sense of inferiority keeps my ego in check, and my desire to prove myself gives me the strength to persevere. I'm able to accept these parts of me for what they are. There's no need for you to tiptoe around them.
Oh, you could have told me sooner. The poor traveler here has been doing all my running around for me.
True. But then again, without the traveler's help, you'd have been placed in a difficult position. Emura Ichigensai had amassed a huge following. For the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine to publicly go against him would have been a dangerous move.
That's true.
An angry mob of zealots could have done some serious damage to the shrine's reputation. Much safer for the Guji not to get personally involved. It was the right decision.
While that's all true, my main concern was that I didn't want to upset an old friend. Otherwise, I could have taken a much more direct approach.
That's... yeah, that's fair.
I always seem to forget that you're more cunning and less adorable than you look. Seems like my worries about upsetting you were unfounded.
Okay, then.
It's not that I don't get upset. Everyone has their fair share of troubles.
Yeah.
But every sorrow has its cure. Here's your new VIP pass. Please take good care of it.
Wow. Yeah. That honestly I heard a cat meow when I opened that, but no, apparently not. But yeah, that I'm honestly there we go. I'm honestly pretty impressed by that. I was not expecting to like that story quest as much as I did, but the whole, like, sort of sweet dream mix-in that they had, not bad. That gets a thumbs up in my book. That was actually not terrible. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick intermission real quick. And I don't have an intermission screen, but like, not exactly. But one thing that I did want to mention real quick, for those of you who are wondering why there was no video yesterday, it was because I'm kind of having a little bit of a difficulty with the audio for the Pop Playtime Chapter 4. Because what I originally had was part 1 uploaded, but now I'm trying to, since I already finished it, I'm trying to hold on. I just noticed something. No, I guess we are. Okay. I'm trying to get the other part also added together, but for some weird reason, the audio is just not working like it should. But hopefully that video will be up Friday. It's my hope. But we'll see. Because right now it seems like the audio is giving me a serious issue. But back to Genshin. If I had to choose a storyline, I think I would preferred more. Mavuika's was pretty good because it had Xbalanque, but I gotta go with Cloran's as my favorite. But again, not a bad story quest. Not in any ways is that a bad story quest. And I wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt before being like, no, I'm not going to play this. Get it out of the way. But yeah, Genshin nailed it out of the park with that one. I mean, the idea behind it at first was a little bit weird. The fact that it was like Mizuki eats dreams. But then once I understood more about like with the yokai and what their sort of part of what their part was in like old it's not Chinese, is it? No, Japanese history. Then that kind of started to add a lot of things together that made a lot of sense. But I'm gonna take a quick intermission because my stomach is growling at me. I'm very hungry. We're gonna go ahead and after this probably switch over to maybe. What I might honestly do is finish the anthology thing. I don't know how many parts are out right now, but I'll get that out of the way, and then I don't know when FC is going to be hopping on, but we'll probably do the Lightfall DLC once he does. So, going to take a quick intermission. This would be a great time for you to grab a snack, grab drinks. I will be back in a second.